Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I wanted to do my most anticipated horror. I've been needing to do this actually for a while. I've already done my most anticipated films of 2021, so if you haven't seen that, you can check that out. But this will just be on horror, so let's get into it. My number 10 most anticipated horror is a film that will be out really soon. It comes out May 12th. It is called Oxygen, and it is directed by Alexandre Aya, who has made a number of really great horror films, including High Tension, which is one of my favorite horror films. It also stars Melanie Laurent, who is one of my favorite French actresses, and it was filmed, I think, during the pandemic. It's really small scale. The trailer's out if you want to check it out. It's from Netflix, and yeah, I'm really excited to see it. Number 9 on my list is a film that we don't know much about. There hasn't actually been anything said about it. It is James Wan, and it is called Malignant. If you're a fan of the Saw franchise, if you're a fan of the Conjuring universe, you probably are a big James Wan fan, as I am, so I am always excited to see what he is going to do next. This comes out in September, and it also stars Annabelle Wallis, so I'm excited. My number 8 is a film called Old. This is a M. Night Shyamalan film, and if you've seen any of these films, Split, Glass, Unbreakable, he's famous for always having a twist. The trailer or the teaser came out recently, and it looks really interesting and cool. It seems like there's a bit of body horror as well, which I'm really into. So yeah, and Vicky Creeps and Gail Garcia Bernal are in it, and I think they're really amazing actors. My number 7 is probably a lot higher on some of yours list, but I'm not the biggest fan of slashers. Like, I enjoy them, I watch them, they're fun, but they're not my favorite horror genre. But my number 7 is Halloween Kills, and this is the, I don't know what sequel, but basically the sequel to the last Halloween film that came out. And I had wanted to see it in cinemas, the last Halloween film, but I didn't. I ended up catching it like years later, and it was one of the best horrors slashes that I've seen. It was so good. I was so surprised. So yeah, that's why this is on this list. If I hadn't seen that Halloween, I don't know that it would have even made it on this list. That comes out October 15. My number 6 is a film called Censor. It depends on how you say that word. Censor is a film that premiered at the Sundance Film Festival, and there's quite a bit of like buzz around it, I think. And for me, I saw the poster and just knew that I had to see it. I don't know anything about the film. It just looks really interesting, and I think I've seen a short film by the director, and it was really weird. So I'm excited. I'm always intrigued for new horror directors, new female horror directors. That's always exciting. Number 5 is A Quiet Place 2. Yes, I'm a big A Quiet Place fan. I loved the first film. I saw it in cinemas, and it was just one of the best horror experiences that I've had in a cinema. It was so enjoyable. I really love that film. I'm excited for the new sequel, and excited to see Emily Blunt like take more of the lead role, and Cillian Murphy is in it from Peaky Blinders, and obviously like Christopher Nolan films, but I'm just excited to see it. That comes out May 28th. My number 4 is a film that comes out pretty soon. It is Spiral from the Book of Saw. I actually am a Saw fan. I've only seen the entire franchise, I think once, but there's a few films that I've seen a couple times. Yeah, I'm really excited. It's exciting to see the Saw franchise, but with more black people in it, and just like a cool um horror thriller with people like Chris Rock. He also executive produces it, and Samuel L. Jackson. So hopefully it's really good. We'll see. My number 3 is a film that I've been so excited for since it was announced. I'm a huge Edgar Wright fan. I love his films. I'm more a fan of his British comedy films. The Cornetto trilogy is incredible. It's just, I love those films, those 3 films. And yeah, I just love his work. I think he's a really interesting, dynamic director. Edgar Wright, Anya Taylor-Joy in the lead role. She's one of my favorite actresses. This is set in the 60s, and if you've seen on set pictures, it looks really cool. So hopefully we get a trailer in the next few months, but I'm really excited to see it. And yeah, I just can't wait. It comes out October 22. My number 2 is a film that I've been excited for, and it just is such a cool project and such a cool coming of minds with the likes of obviously Nia DaCosta, who is the director. This is Candyman. I'm a big Nia DaCosta fan just off of her debut feature Little Woods. It was a really great film. You should see it. And of course, Jordan Peele producing. That is so exciting. So I cannot wait to see Candyman. And the trailer looked really cool, really interesting. It's sure to be like an event film. Hopefully this will mean that Nia DaCosta, I mean, she's directing Captain Marvel too, so I think she's already leveling up. But it's really cool to see, especially black female filmmakers, get to just sort of move and do all these different genres and to helm like a big horror movie. Like I'm so excited because that's what I want to do. I want to be a filmmaker that's just able to kind of do different genres and do different things. So it's really exciting to see. And my number 1 most anticipated is, you've probably guessed it, The Conjuring 3, The Devil Made Me Do It. I'm a big Conjuring universe fan. Even like some of the worst films I'll still see. Even if they get bad reviews, I'll still see. When the Conjuring universe is great, it is great. It is amazing. The first 2 Conjuring movies are really good and really well made and have some of the best jump scares in horror movies. I actually really loved the first Annabelle as well. So yeah, there's just always exciting things happening in this universe. And the trailer came out recently and it looks so cool, so exciting. I love when there's always like this mesh of like fiction and documentary almost, because they're like based on real cases. And I love how they're able to like blend the real and the not real. And yeah, I'm really excited. I cannot wait to see it. It comes out June 3rd, so relatively soon. And then there are a few other films that I'm excited to see. I'll just list them off just to give you a bit of more of a broader picture. Bloodthirsty, it's already out, but I need to see it. I'm really excited. It's a bit of a body horror film, and some of the clips that I've seen remind me of Raw. The Forever Purge, the new Paranormal Activity film, which I think comes out this year. The Green Knight, which has been described as a bit of a horror as well, and The Night House, which the trailer came out and it stars Rebecca Hall and Stacey Martin is in it as well, and I'm excited to see that. As well as In the Earth, directed by Ben Wheatley, and that has already come out in cinemas, I think in the US. I don't know when I'll get to see it, but I'm so excited. It reminds me of Midsommar, and it's got a bit of folk horror elements to it, I think. So yeah, I'm really excited. So yeah, that was my most anticipated horror films of 2021. Did any of yours make the list? What are your favorites? What are you excited to see? Let me know. Like, share, comment, please subscribe. I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.